Yeah. We on.
If they push me to a certain point, I'll mess up in front of
Hold
everybody.
on, y'all. Hold on. 1 minute.
I'm tired of the capabilities to just go there because it's just the way I'm brought up. Like I never ever, I never ran from anything because I didn't have nobody to go to.
Okay, that came on too early, y'all. Came on too early. You can tell we doing this live. All right, we're gonna move that right there. Click on that, and move this right back over here. Click out of that. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, you could tell we live. All right, my video played too early. Put it right there. Yeah, CX1 DJs. We do things in different podcasts. We got this special show on Super Bowl Sunday. You know, DJButterrock. I hit y'all with the only the new, and as you see, we on live, baby. So we're gonna give y'all. Hold on for a minute for all my people that's listening on iHeartMedia and all the other streaming platforms that's strictly audio. We on YouTube, we on Spotify, we on iHeartMedia, Apple Music, anywhere podcasts can be found. You can check out CX1 DJs. We do things different podcasts. All right, so we got a special show tonight. Special show. Shout out to G Unit. Shout out to 50 Cent. Shout out to the whole thisis50.com. I got my notes here. Shout out to my whole CX1 DJ staff. As you come in, let me know you in here so I can shout you out. Shout out to TCAP, the president of the vice president of CX1 DJs, and I'm gonna try to keep it positive. We have another live we're gonna be doing tomorrow, talking about the industry and other podcasters and other shit that's going on in the industry. We won't talk about that today. And that's going to be up close with DJButterrock. That'll be tomorrow at 8 p.m. Make sure you guys check that out. It's going to be crazy. That's a special edition tomorrow because we got so much other stuff we got to address. And don't worry, if you don't watch today's show, TCAP, hang out with me. We got a good show tonight, TCAP. You don't want to miss it. Before we start the show, let me go ahead and say God is good and thank God for everything we do. And understand this, without God, we're nothing. And I want to shout out to my beautiful PR, Julia Simmons. And my notes and my screen's down here, so y'all got to excuse me if my mic go out. I'm trying to not have this mic go out. I want to shout out to all my the new platforms I'm on. We're going to shout out to iHeartMedia. We're going to give a big shout out to Apple Music that picked us up. And I'm very grateful about that because they don't pick up everybody. And I want to give a big shout out to my vice president, TCAP, for getting a lot of people to subscribe. And he been real hard working over this weekend, making sure people support the CX1 DJ. So we got to give TCAP his flowers. Also, TCAP is also a rapper, and he's also a writer and a publisher. And he also have his own business out in South Carolina, a good clothing store. We're going to get into that on February 16th. We're going to be bringing TCAP for exclusive interview. And we're going to be talking about him as a person, an artist, and father, producer, and a business owner. So TCAP, the CEO of Carolina Everything, the vice president of CX1 DJs, also is an artist. So we're going to be giving him his flowers and bring him back on. We interviewed him in the beginning, but we want to get real in depth of who his TCAP is as a person. And all the things, the people that he helped all the artists and business owners and companies like myself and like mine, CX1 DJs Coalition LLC. Like I tell people, when I do the Untold Stories, it's pretty much giving flowers to the artists. We try to stay up the negativity, but on the 50 Cent part, we're going to give 50 Cent all the love. Because I know, if they ain't watching it today, they're going to watch the video, and we not here to bash no artist that come on Untold Stories. So we pretty much gather data. We have people vote on what artists that we should do a story on. And we also on our own internet radio, of course, CX1 DJs 247 Radio. Everybody go download that TuneIn app and search for CX1 DJs 247 Radio on TuneIn. Make sure you do that. Support the CX1 DJ Coalition brand. Let me go ahead and send a couple of text messages out. And we're going to get into this. We're only here for 1 hour. And we do this every Sunday, Untold Stories of whatever artist we pick and whatever artist the fans pick, the PR And when we contact day people and get everything approved, which we always do, and we also tag every artist into everything we doing to let them aware of that we do acknowledge them and we do honor them and we respect their music, their craft, whatever they bring to the industry. That CX1 DJs Coalition LLC, CX1 DJs, we do things different podcasts, want to give you a whole hour to honor you and what you did. Even if you don't watch it. As DJ, I'm a DJ for 35 years. As a DJ owner of DJ crew, this is a DJ crew of over 10,000 DJs worldwide and over 20,000 DJs affiliated. So everybody who don't like 50 Cent, as a this is what I want to know. Who don't like 50 Cent as a artist and entrepreneur and a businessman? I want to know who will say they don't like him. I just don't understand it. I love 50 Cent, Curtis Jackson. I love everything he brought to the industry. As a do I supposed to say pause when I say I love a man? But I love him as in what he brought to the industry. Pause. And everything he, all the people he helped. So of course, if you know, we don't know. This is what I try to tell people. People want to try to get in people's personal business. We don't know what issues he had with other artists and other record execs. As a consumer and as a DJ and as a record breaker, that ain't none of my fucking business. So I got a lot of kickback from other camps other record labels that's beefing with 50 Cent. That'll have nothing to do with DJButterrock. Whatever 50 y'all got with 50, that's what y'all on 50. But we here to give flowers and show love and homage and pay homage to 50 Cent. And just like any other artist that had an issue with 50 Cent, we'll do Untold Story on you as well. This is open. Anybody is a public figure, you open for either positive reporting or negative reporting. For CX1 DJs, we do positive reporting, and we are also a certified blogger and we journalists. We do hold up. I'm sorry, I got my phones on. Everything, y'all know this is live, so my phone is acting crazy. That was Siri. So we only do positive reporting on any artist that we bring on here. Unfortunately, while we're doing our journalistic research, if we come up with something crazy, unfortunately, we got to report it. But 50 Cent been doing a lot of good things. All right, he been doing a lot of good things for the public. He got the new movie studio he's got in Louisiana or Mississippi, out there, Mississippi and Louisiana, one of them. We get more on that. I think it's Mississippi. He have a lot of good stuff. It is Mississippi. He got a lot of good stuff that he's doing that's going to provide a lot of jobs for a lot of us. So I think that's a good thing. And I noticed since I've been doing this Untold Stories, we get a lot of haters, and we got a lot of people that don't understand the platform on how we do it. Like I said, shout out to TCAP for taking his time on Super Bowl Sunday to check in. And we got a good show tonight. And I'm hoping that when you watch this show later, it's a damn shame I shouldn't have to text somebody to get on when they supposed to have their ass on here. But I guarantee you, once the shit start jumping, motherfuckers gonna run to get on the live. Hey, what's going on, ButterRock? What's going on? Well, shout out to TCAP. And shout out to DJ Money, the president of DJ Money. I got a couple other people. I'm not talking about y'all two. I got a couple other people that are supposed to be on here. My president and vice president on here. I'm not talking to none of y'all, so nobody get mad. But I asked all my staff, and Julia Simmons be checking in the moment she just texted me because I guess she heard me on the Roku TV talking shit. Yes, Julia, I'm talking about you, buddy. You need to have your ass on here with everybody else. All right. Shout out to Julia Simmons, shout out to DJ Money, and shout out to TCAP. Now, so we got a good show. Now, the purpose of me doing the Untold Stories is not only to show my journalist skills, it's showing the far as the CX1. I'm so excited. I'm like really. Let me get some water. To show the range that CX1 DJs could go, besides playing music. Now, I'm not knocking other platforms that they take all day and the whole structure is playing music all day. No, that ain't what we do at CX1 DJs. We're gonna get real deep. I'm the person that's gonna report to you every Sunday the untold story. And people say, why did you pick 50 Cent? You're gonna pick this one. I said 50 Cent. We picked the ones that got motion and that's actually currently working, or a story that people never heard. So I got some stuff today that I'm gonna share with you about 50 Cent. 50 Cent helped a lot of people. I was told by Justice 50 that, not to drop certain names, but 50 Cent helped a lot of people in prison. 50 Cent helped a lot of people that was sick. 50 Cent helped a lot of people that was struggling with their career. He actually rebirthed a lot of people's career that was dying out of the beef. And I would call it out of senseless, like playing with your big brother kind of beef that people think that it's real. Reality, that's 50 Cent throwing you a wadio, like, hey, here, throw this, I'm gonna throw a ball at you. It's gonna act like I'm dissing you, but reality is gonna make your career blow up. Now, I really believe, and I'm not shitting on, because I might do a untold story of Fabulous and Jim Jones and all of them, because I love them as well. I'm a DJ. I love separate the bullshit, what you see on social media and what you see in the and because we are media. CX1 DJs podcast is media. So it depends on what kind of media you want to report. We are classified as media and bloggers. So I'm not going to say what they do. What I do is try to stay away from the messy. This channel would not be reporting any slander or messiness about anyone. We report the news. We report what because we got a lot of reporters on the street. We got a lot of bloggers on the street that's working with my PR, Julia Simmons. Give her a plug real quick. And as we get the video blogs, or the video for our blog on YouTube and the other sites that we blog on, we have to report it as it is given to us. And I do not report any allegedly anything. So if it's allegedly, I am not reporting it. It got to be straight facts. Like if someone passed away, somebody got shot, someone got locked up. That's straight facts. There's no allegedly with that. So we try to stay on the right track with everything. Yeah. So I want to let everybody know how to read the text message. That we have a good show tonight, and I'm hoping that everybody take time out to show love to the CX1 DJs. Keep having your friends and family subscribe to the channel, and please have your friends and family support the CX1 DJs. And we're gonna start. Let's start the live. I'm waiting on one more person before we start the full interview. Shout out to everybody to understand we are on iHeartMedia. So all the shows we will select and shout out to iHeartMedia and Julia Simmons. And we also have a new podcast company that we're working directly with, and we got major distribution with a podcast company. I won't say their name on here, but I was told not to. But I will say this, we have a lot of big things going on with the CX1 DJ podcast, along with the CX1 DJ Coalition LLC. So if you are a supporter of this channel, the Cash App is under there. If you like the videos, please send a Cash App to CX1 DJs Coalition LLC. This channel is not monetized yet. This is a brand new channel, but CX1 DJs is not brand new. We've been around since, CX1 DJs has been around since 99 to early 2000s. So if anybody like what you see and you want to support DJButterrock in the CX1 DJs, the Cash App is # CX1 DJs Coalition LLC. Or if you want to write a check out or money order or anything like that, you could text the number 404-552-8731, and we will give you the proper address to mail your company or money order to if you want to support the channel. All right, so we're going to get into this. Let me blow this up. Let me play that. So 50 Cent Curtis Jackson was born in Queens, New York, and he's 50 years old. And let me blow this up, y'all, so y'all can see it a little more. He's 50 years old. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Yeah. Yeah, so he's 50 years old. Like I said, it's from Queens. Let's get a little more history on this. He's 50 years old from Queens, New York. Born in Queens. Birthday 1975. He have been in the music industry since 1996. How many people knew that? So he's been dropping mixtapes since 1996, and collaborate. And his first record deal was by Powerhouse Records, and it was in 1999 to 2020. No, 2000. 2000. 50 Cent then start writing for other rappers like Puff Daddy. Damn, I didn't know that. He started writing for Puff Daddy. He started actually doing executive producing and rapping on other people beats, which we all know that all his mixtapes. We won't go down all that. We'd be here all night. 50 Cent did over 30 mixtapes. No, over 30 mixtapes before he got his record deal with Interscope, Shady Aftermath Interscope. Now, how many people know he was signed to? It was Shady. He was signed to. Everybody know that Eminem found him, but he had a meeting with Jimmy Iovine earlier in his career before he met Eminem, and Jimmy Iovine turned down 50 Cent. How many people knew that? How many people knew that Irv Gotti was blocking his blessings? Def Jam Records was going to sign 50 Cent. All right? Def Jam was going to sign 50 Cent. Irv Gotti went to Def Jam, the executives at Def Jam, I was told not to say everybody's name because some of them are still living, and blocked them. Irv Gotti went on public radio on Hot 97 in 2001 and told them, if you sign 50 Cent, we would not be working with you. We won't work with none of your artists. At the time, before Irv Gotti came to be executive at Def Jam, he was doing all the producing for rock, all the producing for Rough Riders. Anybody on Rough Riders and Murder Inc. records that was signed to Def Jam, which most of the artists on Murder Inc. at that time was signed to Def Jam. So he went to Atlantic Records. Irv Gotti had people at Atlantic. He went and blocked him from getting a deal with Atlantic. He went to RCA. He blocked him from RCA. He blocked him from Jive Records. So Irv Gotti, people don't know why 50 Cent didn't really rock with Irv Gotti. All right. So this beef starts with Supreme. All right. Back in the street, right before the music stuff, Supreme has something to do, allegedly. It ain't no allegedly, it's out there. Has something to do with 50 Cent mother passing away. All right? That's not alleged. That's out there. And also was another street beef. And what came out of that, 50 Cent dissed him on some records. Like he actually made a record that dissed Supreme, Murder Inc., Gyro, and all these people back in the day. But it ended up into the beef to get him when he got shot 9 times, so which we all know that. That's public knowledge. Would everybody know that? I try to report stuff that people don't know. We all know he got shot 9 times. He survived. All right? I try not to be biased on reporting shit that everybody else knows. All right, so we all know it came. What we're going to hit on tonight is what led to that. What led to that is 50 Cent mother getting unalived. All right? Unalived. We're going to say that. All right? And that led to the beef with 50 Cent, Supreme, Irv Gotti. You might say, what Irv Gotti got to do with Supreme? Well, Supreme was a good financer and a good business partner with Irv Gotti. Everybody know that, even though Irv Gotti tried to say RP to Irv Gotti to be he's not on Earth anymore. He died from a heart attack, diabetes, eating the wrong food, and had a stroke and fell out in his house. We're going to back up to Irv Gotti. Just pause on 50 Cent. So keep in mind, karma is real. And I'm not saying somebody should die, but when you do some fucked up shit, when I did my research, we've been doing this research on 50 Cent for about 2 months, all right, before the show. I always give 2 months, even though my guys don't know it, but anything I'm doing, I give 2 months before I actually do the Untold Stories. So as the shit escalated into 50 Cent mother getting drugged and unalived, it happened really over Jealousy. Now, once upon a time, Ja Rule and 50 Cent was cordial. I ain't gonna say friends, I'm just gonna say cordial. So what happened with that? Pretty much they wasn't fucking with 50 at the time. 50 was doing the robbing, he was doing a lot of stealing, selling drugs, he was doing all the shit that we all know he was doing. Sticking up people was something that he did the most, and that's something that he speak out publicly saying he did it back in his A day when he was younger. Which I'm glad to see. Now, if you come from robbing, stealing, and selling drugs, and then you change your life to be a multi-billionaire, you got a movie company, successful career, record company, you change a lot of people's lives, and with the G Unit, and a couple other people's lives he changed. That is a good thing, the thing to have in your corner as an entrepreneur. No one can say they did more than 50. I don't know no artists out here, and I'm not just saying this because I'm doing the show. Somebody need to name me, put it in the chat what other artists did more than 50 Cent and what artists doing more than 50 Cent now. I don't know nobody. And I'm not trying to be biased because I didn't get I got help with this show tonight, but I know it's Super Bowl Sunday. People are like, why are you doing it on Super Bowl Sunday? Why not? Why not do it? Just show you the determination of, I don't got to reschedule a show because it's Super Bowl Sunday. I know people are going to watch this later, and we got a lot of promotion and a lot of clips we're going to be doing with it. And this is 50 and 50 Cent, of course, want to see what we're going to do with the special we doing on him and his life. All right, so we only got an hour, so we can't hit on everything, so we got to tap on most important. So keep in mind, before 50 Cent mother was unalived, he was already in Queens doing his thing in the street, all right? According to 50 Cent, Supreme always been a street dude. He was not a rat. This 50 Cent out his own words. He was not a rat. He was not a fake motherfucker. He was a straight street. If it was that, it was that. 50 Cent said it out his own mouth. Do my research. Supreme, he didn't like. He said, "Don't get it twisted. I don't like Supreme." But he lived his life. He didn't go out, and once he got locked up with the Fed charges, he didn't go out and rat on anyone. This words that 50 Cent said about Supreme. You can't say too much about Herb Gotti, bitch ass. Just 50 Cent words. Herb Gotti, when he got hemmed up, he started dropping dimes and talking shit about everybody, including himself, trying to get 50 Cent locked up for street shit that was done back in the early and late 90s. So Herb Gotti or Murder Inc. He called it Murder. I won't say the words that he said, but had no respect for Murder Inc. or any of the people that's on Murder Inc. No respect for Ja Rule. Ja Rule was a bitch, which everybody knows. 50 Cent said that. I'm reading the words from 50, all right? All right, so he had no respect for that. Because if you're going to live by the sword, die by the sword, don't go out and get hemmed up and be a bitch and that. So I did my research on the Herb Gotti thing, and honestly, it seemed like, for my research, he was a scumbag. All right, even with Ashante. All right, and I'm not looking forward to doing nothing on Herb Gotti right now. For my research, what I did. Now, usually when I do a research of someone, I want to say something nice about the person while I'm doing the research. And if I research you to do an untold story on you, and I don't see nothing nice or nothing how you treated your people or nothing how you treated your artists, I refuse to do a story on you. All my story is gonna grow legs. Anything that CX1 DJ is gonna do is gonna grow legs. So anything I do, I want it to be I want to be proud of what I do, and I want to last long. Excuse me. So we picked 50 Cent, like I said, and he got a wonderful story. So I'm going to break down the story real quick because we don't got all day. Yeah, so once the situation happened with his mother and Supreme, and a lot of people thought that his mother was an addict and his mother was not a good mother. 50 Cent said his mother was a great mother. He wasn't raised by his mother. He was raised by his grandmother and his grandfather, which RIP, both of them passed on. And his grandfather taught him how to be a man, and how to know who's a snake or not, and know how to move out here in these streets, because nobody is your friend. All right, that came from 50 Cent grandfather. Shout out to grandfather handling it down. When they knew when his mother passed away, his mother passed away at an early age. I think 9 or 10, something like that. I'm around that age, early age. So he didn't know who had anything to do with his mother's demise until once he grew up. And Supreme is up there in age, very much older than 50 Cent. Now, I want everybody to take a break real quick and think about it. I want to give y'all time to think about this. Shout out to everybody on RIAA Media and Apple Music that's going to be listening to this. And that is listening to this on live right now. And shout out to all my people on YouTube. I want everybody to take a deep breath and think. Put yourself in 50 Cent shoes. Curtis 50 Cent Jackson shoes. If somebody murdered your mother and you find out who did it, or somebody had something to do, sold her the drug, whatever hell the case may be, how she gave her the pill or whatever case may be, how would you feel? Would you be friends with you be say fuck the whole crew, throw the whole team away? I know, and people don't know the deep with Ja Rule. It could be just by affiliation. But see, Ja Rule, one thing about Ja Rule, he ride and die for Murder Inc. Now, we will do something on Ja Rule in the past. And I like some stuff that he did, all right? Like, I ain't biased. If you in the music industry and I think that you got something going on and I could just reach out to you and your team directly. Like I said, Herb Gotti is dead. We don't want to reach out to him anyway, but if we had to do something on him, we have to reach out to their people. But and shout out to this is 50 and 50 Cent people that allowed us to do this tonight. Like I said, put yourself in them shoes. Would you really not have smoke with the person that killed your people? When you watch this video later, leave it in the chat. And just leave it in the chat. All right, so we're gonna go on to this. 50 Cent went to sign with Shady, Aftermath, Interscope. So millions of records, which everybody know. I don't want, like I said tonight, I'm not gonna hit on the shit that everybody know. So millions of records and have millions of fans, and we're gonna get into the let's get into the movies. So Get Rich or Die Tryin. So how this movie came apart is Jimmy Iovine went to Dre, say, hey man, 50 Cent got a good story. We need to capitalize off that. Did you hear what I said? That's why I tell everybody, if you got a story, you need to tell it. It need to make sense. Because if it don't make sense, why the fuck do you have a story? Like, everybody want to be a rapper. Like, 50 Cent is the first. Look at the screen, right? Look at the screen. 50 Cent right there is a prime example of come from the hood, come from the struggle, the gutter, almost dying. He almost died a couple of times, ladies and gentlemen. How would you say real quick? So is you a rapper? You being a rapper, you come in the music industry. You got all your clothes, your cars, everything got to be bulletproof. How would you? Do you really want this shit like that? I ask people, like people say they want to be in the rap industry. Say if you come in and rap industry beefing. Like I got beef with corny motherfuckers. I'm DJButterrock. I got beef with corny ass podcast motherfuckers, fake ass rappers. And that shit could turn into some real shit. But how many of you motherfuckers, I know I'm built for it, but how many motherfuckers that say they want to get in this music industry is really built for real beef? I want people to really understand that Get Rich or Die Tryin, that album was one of the greatest albums of all time. I play it all the time. I love it. Not only that, I live my life like that. Everybody that's in this industry, I don't give a fuck if you washing dishes. It's Get Rich or Die Tryin, because if you don't go to work to try to live, you're going to die trying to go to work, or you're going to die trying not doing shit. So I tell everybody you should apply that Get Rich or Die Tryin mentality to your fucking life. It might change your goddamn life. That was an epic album. That was like my Nas album. You know, when Nas came out with his album, that was an epic album. So we got to give it to 50 Cent for that. And if you don't have the album Get Rich or Die Tryin', it's the 25th anniversary, 23rd anniversary of it. Go ahead and buy it. All right, go to thisis50.com or go to 50cent.com. Go buy the album. It actually is selling right now. He got a whole package going for $200, like a whole a collaboration of all the shit he did when he dropped that first album. Anytime you drop your first album, it gotta be, bruh. Anytime you drop your first album, it gotta be the best shit you ever did. It gotta be the shit that for years, like we doing now, we talking about it. People talking about it. Because if it ain't something that we could talk about, then what the fuck are you doing? Every artist and every DJ, don't you want your legacy to be just like 50 Cent's? Good or bad, right? I mean, they're gonna even if you're doing everything good, they're gonna talk bad about your motherfucking ass anyway. So you might as well just have a legacy. A lot of people say they this and they that, but do you have a fucking legacy? A lot of people brag about shit they got, but do you have a legacy to do that? Some people don't have the platform or the legacy to sit there and talk shit at all. 50 Cent do. I see a lot of rappers when I was doing my research on this story today that have beef with 50 Cent. And I asked myself, all right, so I mentioned I'm not mentioning any of them. It's all about 50 Cent. But I will say this. Beef could also turn into bad for you. So if you trying to get into this music industry, say, I want to be just like 50 Cent. I want to be just like this one. I want to be just like that one. Everybody, the shit might don't turn out for you like it turned out for them. You might walk out your house and get a straight bullet in your ass. You might don't make it to go to the studio. So don't try to be like somebody else. Be like yourself. Because everybody is out here is gorillas and killers. And everybody is tough guys. So but unfortunately, the music industry that's plague our children and also want to be gangsters. Like I got motherfuckers that listen to me because I work retail on top of this. I own 14 retail stores. Jones Graphics, our sponsor here. I'm one of the owners of Jones Graphics, t-shirt printing. Go. If anybody, that's our sponsor. Let me break it to this. Anybody want any large scale t-shirts, bulk orders, go visit the website. And I want you to do it after we get up here. Jones Graphics 404.com for all your custom apparel. I be forgetting to do that. Y'all don't know how the hell I forget. JonesGraphics404.com. JonesGraphics404.com. I'm going to make sure that website is up there next show. JonesGraphics404.com for all your custom apparel. They have everything. Hoodies, sweaters, anything. All name brand, all official shit. JonesGraphics404.com or call the hotline number for a store near you. We have 14 stores worldwide. The number is 404-552-8731. The number is 404-552-8731. And once again, I want to shout out to my president and vice president for checking in on Super Bowl Sunday. And I know today, it might be iffy with the numbers. We got 2,000 people watching this on Roku. I know YouTube is not going to show all the numbers because we've been having a problem with the YouTube numbers. So I know this is not the right numbers, and other people watch us off of their smart TV, so we can't control that. As long as the people that need to be here is here, and as long as we do the show and we on time. This show will be ended at 9 o'clock East Coast time, so don't worry, we're not going to go past 9 o'clock, and I'm getting everything in. I got some notes that I missed I got to go back to. So like back to what I was saying, everybody want to be a gangster. Everybody want to be like 50 Cent. You might say, oh, I want to be. I know some DJs that wish they was in the position as 50 Cent. Shit, why not? What I'm going to teach you guys today on this Untold Story is giving you knowledge on the person that we're talking about and the direction you should go to. And also might give you education on what not to do and what to do. All right, 50 Cent. So he have a couple of little, I don't call it beef, couple little internet bullshit going on with Jim Jones, Mano, and a couple other people and Fabulous. I asked a person, do you respond to every beef? 50 Cent didn't respond to Fabulous. Jim Jones just dropped. Actually, Jim Jones PR'd sent us some stuff. Of course, we not playing that shit. But Jim Jones just dropped. He just dropped a free a disc in 50 Cent. Why the fuck would you do that? But he just dropped a disc in 50 Cent. I don't get it. And personally, as a person, I like Jim Jones as a person. But as a businessman, Jim Jones, just in 50 Cent, he said it helps his career. It was a good rollout for him. But I tell everybody, when you're doing that, you gotta watch what you're doing, because you gotta understand some people don't strike when you striking. Like a lot of people be dissing me, DJButterrock. I ain't gonna make it about me because I'm the fucking host. But when you diss me, I'm gonna let it slide. But I'm gonna get you, motherfucker. I'm talking about on the social media kind of shit. And you could get a person just with success. You don't got to get them with harming them or doing something malicious. Success sometimes kill motherfuckers. And not knowing, like, I'm not gonna go and post my bank statement on here to show niggas got millions. Why? I let the motherfuckers brag about. I'm gonna tell you something. I tell you, and 50 Cent said this as well. If a motherfucker bragging, they don't got it. They don't got it, because a motherfucker with it ain't bragging. We're gonna leave it like there. Now back to 50 Cent. So the beef with Jim Jones, Mano, and the other guy. I ain't gonna get into that. And Fabulous. I think it's good for Ruse, and then you gotta understand something. When that ends, what you gonna do? 50 Cent he's gonna always have his film studio in Mississippi. He gonna have his shit on Netflix and Power, Showtime. He's gonna have all his accolades. So when the funding games run out, what the hell are you guys gonna do? I'm talking to anybody that's dissing 50 Cent. You got to still have something to roll back on. Your rollout might be good. You might get a YouTube plaque or a check from YouTube or whatever your platform is on. Might get a couple of streams. But when that shit is over, what you gonna fall back on? I'm Team 50 Cent. Just make it known. I fuck with 50 Cent. But I also fuck with real music. So if you beefing with 50 Cent and I got to do a show, a story on you, I'm gonna do it. But you're gonna ask me who I fuck with. I fuck with 50 Cent. I fuck with G Unit. 100%. Been doing it for years. That's why this show today is easy. No dick riding allowed. Pause. I fuck with 50 Cent, but I'm not biased. So I will give everybody a professional advice. If you try to come in this industry and trying to be like a 50 Cent or a person that's beefing with this one and that one, it might don't work that good for you, because everybody is not the same person. So you might don't get the same kickback. You might don't get the same results that 50 Cent got. You might don't make it because 50 Cent made it beefing. Now, you listen to some of his early mixtapes. He shitted on a lot of people. He dissed a lot of motherfuckers. His freestyles is dope. But his getting in the game was more battle rap. He most had lyrics. Shout out to Tony Yayo, Lloyd Banks, everybody, all the G Unit. I'm just gonna say that. I was told what the names to say. I was only supposed to just say G Unit and shout out Tony Yayo. And that's what his team told me to do. So shout out to Tony Yayo, and I could say the whole G Unit from the past. Now loyalty. Let's talk about loyalty. You think that 50 Cent? Now y'all can leave this in the comments. Don't be shy, y'all. Y'all see the video. Y'all can. This like we're in school. I'm teaching y'all some shit. So the 50 Cent situation. So you think 50 Cent was loyal to a lot of the artists that were signed to him? You can leave that in the comment whenever you're ready. My opinion, he was. My opinion, 50 Cent was too loyal to the people that he was working with. DJButterrock opinion, he was too loyal to the record companies that signed him. My opinion, from my research, he was too loyal to some of the record execs. Now, I'm gonna get more deep in what I mean by some of the record labels because he was signed to Shady, Aftermath, and Interscope. That sounds like a big deal, but when you understand when you got a shit going on, and let me break it down. If 50 Cent was not being blackballed or not being hated on, would have signed with Shady, Aftermath, Interscope? My opinion, no. I think he would have got with the big house label that he was trying to get with in the beginning. That was Def Jam Records. All right. I think he would have stayed. This is my opinion. If he was if no one blocked him and blackballed him from New York, I think 50 Cent is a true New Yorker. I think 50 Cent, Curtis Jackson would have stayed in New York. And even though he had whatever he had going on with Supreme, he was playing. Let's play devil advocates. If it was a shoe on the other foot, would I think 50 Cent would have blocked Ja Rule, Herb Gotti, Supreme, anybody else that was trying to get in the music industry, and he had the trigger to pull? Let me take a sip of my water and tell you my answer. Woo. All right, so we go. If y'all been watching and paying attention to my show tonight, Untold Stories of 50 Cent, if the shoe was on the other foot, the question was, would I think 50 Cent would have blocked Herb Gotti from getting in the door, or would block Ja Rule? I have two parts to that question. For me doing my research on 50 Cent, the first part I would say yeah. I would say because the relationships and the shit that went on in the hood probably graduate into the into the business. But the second part, I'm gonna say no. I think he would, if he had the position that Herb Gotti had at the time. I think he would have signed him, gave him a little advance, and put him on the shelf. That's what I think the businessman of 50 Cent would have did. He would have signed him, gave him advance money, not that much. I ain't saying no good ass sweet deal. He would have signed him, gave him advance, threw the ass on the shelf. That's my opinion. That's what I think 50 Cent would have did. I don't think he would have. See, he's a businessman. So one thing when I did my research on 50 Cent, he's about business. So anybody fucking about business ain't gonna fuck up the bag for beefing. Like, he's beefing with a lot of other people. Some people I could see he could have took that YouTube down. He didn't do it. He could have sabotaged their ass. 50 Cent didn't do it. So I really believe if the shoe was on the other foot with Ja Rule and Herb Gotti and Murder Inc., I think he would have signed him, gave him a little bullshit as advance, make sure the deal was in his favor, being he's controlling the deal. Like, Herb Gotti at that time was running Def Jam. Universal System. Anybody in the industry, Herb Gotti, back in the late 90s and early 2000s, Murder Inc. had that shit. Even 50 Cent will tell you that. Do your research. So, I think if it was shoe on the other foot, if 50 Cent was a super producer and a record exec at that time, if who he was now, then I think he would have signed him, put him on the shelf, keep the masters, make sure they whatever they spend their money on, he recruit the money. I think he would be a businessman because the business sense is, all right, I don't like you motherfuckers, but you are talented. So why fuck up the bag? Why not? Why fuck up me making more money, and I can make money off it, and I really don't fucking like you. So the deal, you got to pretty much fetch this frisbee I'm throwing you. See, Herb Gotti was a nigga like that. He's like, I don't want this nigga in the fucking business. Herb Gotti wasn't thinking like 50 Cent thinking now. Because some of these niggas 50 Cent beefing with, he's helping their career, but he also have the trigger to end that motherfucker. All right? I do my research. I don't report the same shit another motherfucker reporting, because that, to me, that's corny research. And I don't get credit for doing corny research. So I did my research. So The businessman that he is now, 50 Cent make a lot of millionaires. He made a lot of millionaires. Look at Uncle Murder. Shout out to Uncle Murder. Yeah, you know 50 Cent brought this man a house. He asked him, "Hey man, when he got back with Uncle Murder, he didn't have to. He said Uncle Murder said 50 Cent had to do it. He brought him a house and a brand new car. Recently, this ain't no old shit. I think Uncle Murder just went over. He just signed a deal with 50 Cent. So, he actually did. And Mano, and that's Uncle Murder is Mano boy. And Mano's over there with Jim Jones. But see, one thing about 50 Cent, he's cool with Uncle Murder. He was cool with Mano. I don't know what the fuck going on with Mano. But he didn't blackball Uncle Murder because he's cool with Mano. So that should show you the business sense he got. Uncle Murder came out of the situation. He said it. No one offered him no car. This man brought him a house and a fucking car. He like, man, where you living at? He like, I'm living in my condo. He said, 50 Cent said, man, don't worry about that condo. I'm going to buy you a house. And he brought him a house. What motherfucker you know doing that? I sit back, I wait. T-Cap, you still on here? I want to say something good about you, but I want you to make sure you're on here. Because I don't know if that money that left. T-Cap, let me know if you're still here, bro. Leave me a message. Let me know if you're in here. All right, back to what I was saying. So that was a wonderful goddamn story right there. So let me get into my video. Because we got to get out here at 9 o'clock. I know my real nigga still here. Shout out to T-Cap. Yeah, he's still here. Shout out to T-Cap. That's a real nigga right there. If anybody, I want everybody to follow T-Cap, man. When y'all see this video, go look up T-Cap and follow him. That's a real nigga. Hey, T-Cap, put your Instagram beside the chat, bro. That's one of the real nigga out here. Yeah, I know you here, cuz. Oh boy, must have left. But go ahead and put your Instagram in the chat so everybody can follow you. Because don't worry, people will watch this video later on. I'm gonna make sure of that. And G-Unit already told me to email the YouTube link. Cause most of them is at the game, I'm quite sure. But anyway, before we end this, I gotta go into the video. Cause we out of here at 9 o'clock. So shout out to 50 Cent. We're gonna get into this right here. So how many people? I like people that's invested in what I'm doing. Because with 50 Cent, people was telling us, invest in what you're doing and people will bless you. Like, it don't matter if the football game on, no matter what's going on. If you invested in somebody and you really support somebody, you be there if it's one person. If it's one person in the crowd, as long as it's your black ass. So, T-Cap, put your Instagram, your Instagram in the chat, bro, so people can follow you when they see the video. I want everybody. This is 50. All my people with G-Unit, go follow this guy. This is the vice president of CX1 DJ, T-Cap. T-Cap, put your shit in the chat, bro, so people can follow you. I'm trying to give you love. We about to get out of here. And shout out to DJ Money. Shout out to everybody. DJs, baby. Untold Stories. 50 Cent, baby. Untold Stories. I appreciate everybody for checking in tonight. And don't forget, next Sunday, Energy Sunday, we got Nas Extaba, Nas. Next Sunday, Industry Sunday, DJButterrock. Shout out to my president, vice president, T-Cap, president, DJ Money, and everybody that took a time to check in today. And shout out to G-Unit, thisis50.com. Shout out to Julia Simmons. Shout out to my whole team, man. Shout out to the new, like I said, the new shout out to all the new let me play this while I'm doing this. Shout out to all the new platforms that took us in. And we appreciate everybody. We blessed, and we want everybody to stay positive. And to get to the $1 million, you got to stay loyal. You got to stay in tune. It don't matter what's going on. I don't give a damn. You got to stay in tune. And I'm gonna end this live by telling everybody we only got nothing but do. We're going up. Shout out, this is 50. Next week we have Nas Escobar. Y'all see the flyer dropping immediately. Make sure you guys post it, repost it. I want to thank TCAP for working so hard this weekend, getting people to subscribe. I want to thank Julia Simmons. I want to thank NJC Promotion, Bill Watson, and I want to thank DJ Money for doing what he doing and continue to need to do what he do on the radio station. All aspects. We appreciate you over there, DJ Money. And shout out to Punkerfoot. Got a new album coming out the summer of 2026. The CX1 DJs, we do things different podcasts is only getting bigger and bigger. And shout out to Instagram for giving me my damn page back. And follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, not Snapchat, Twitter X. What's the other one? TikTok is all DJ Butterrock. All right, I'm out of here, and don't forget, if you're feeling kind of generous, just send us the Cash App to the Cash App. Whatever donation you want to make, and it's going to be the money sign CX1 DJs Coalition LLC. And for anybody that want to get a show or want to be on a radio or want to interview, not free interview, you must email Julia Simmons to PR Julia Simmons 646 at gmail.com. Her email is juliasimmons646 at gmail.com. Have a good night. Thank you for seeing and joining us tonight for the Untold Stories of 50 Cent. This will go to YouTube immediately. Thank you. All platforms immediately. It'll be Spotify, Apple Music, definitely iHeartMusic, and all the other platforms that pick this up. God bless.